Hello, everybody. Welcome to the new show from Not Another Leeds House. We will bring you the Sunday Club. Welcome. Where we will give you a unique take on the Leeds and all other things, but mostly Leeds. So let's begin completely away from Leeds. Kev, I'm never going to give you up, mate. And Dan, I'm never going to let you down. And guys, I'll never bloody turn around and desert you. It's obviously me, the original Rick Roller. No one can move and sing like me in a big beige trench coat. It's Rick Astley. How you doing, guys?
Hi, Rick. How are you today?
Feeling good, mate. I'm feeling very good.
Excellent. It's good to know. I'm really happy for that.
New show, guys.
Yeah.
We get better.
New show. So just to let everybody know out there, ourselves and Danny are going to be doing this every week. I know we probably told it, but we're going to change it around. Yeah, we're going to call it the Sunday Club. So we're going to be like joining up every Sunday, obviously talk about matches and that. And yeah, just Danny's going to be like a fixture on this podcast from now on. So everybody, treat him like shit, please.
It's like
because I'm from Yorkshire, isn't it?
Yeah, it's because you're from Yorkshire, mate. Yeah, no, everyone hates a Yorkshireman.
What? I don't hate Yorkshire.
I'm only joking, Danny. Everybody who's not from Yorkshire hates Yorkshire.
Everyone hates Danny, by the way. Just thought I'd put that out there before we start.
I'm not a popular person. It sounds like I'm not a popular person.
You are, Danny. We wouldn't have you on if you weren't a popular person, mate.
Oh, that makes me feel better.
And top of the obviously, we are like adopted Yorkshiremen ourselves anyway, aren't we? So, yeah.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
We are. Okay, so Sunday, there's not much been going on this week, has it? It's been a bit international.
It's been a bit internationally, ain't it?
Yeah,
it's been a bit internationally.
And England obviously had a great game the other day against Australia. It was so good. Apparently, it's one of the best football matches I've ever been seeing.
Didn't even know it was happening. I'll be honest with you.
Obviously, we were doing the Not Another Leeds podcast, and yeah, it was just terrible. Harry Kewell was on commentary as well, weren't he? Little man.
To be fair, when we were doing the podcast, I think we had more viewers than the channel that the football were on.
Oh, we probably did, yeah. No one cares about international break, do they? They like football tournaments, Euros and World Cups and that, but it's that like
through the season.
It's just
like really. Sometimes you like as a club you get to them and you sort of need them, but I hate them. I've always hated them. When it breaks up the season, it just drives me insane, man.
And then you see players. And then you see players playing for your national team who shouldn't even be playing for your national team as well. It's just terrible, ain't it? But
have we got many out in international?
We've got a couple playing now, haven't we?
Got Gruev.
Yeah, Gruev. I think he played. Wales have played right now.
Yeah.
He's playing there again.
Didn't they lose?
Yeah, 2-0.
Oh, for God's sake. Come on, Gruev.
He played left centre back.
He apparently played well, but they lost to Lithuania. Yeah. They had a man sent off as well, I think. I read that, I think. Maybe they're just playing that bad that they look like they had one man less. I don't know.
Not looking good, bro. Not looking good, bro.
As long as he'll come back fresh, the ones that have gone.
Oh, the assist machine's playing, and like I just mentioned a couple of times. Wales are playing now against Croatia, so I'm guessing Roden, Ampadu and James are all going to be in that team. So, and I'm not flicking over to check the score because I'm not going to do that.
Don't care either.
No. So should we talk about Leeds? Should we?
Yeah, let's have a little review. What's going on? What's been happening?
So
good, bad.
What's been happening then, guys?
Doing all right, Emily?
Yeah,
one thing I want to discuss is the ticketing thing, but maybe you want to talk about it. It's one thing I want to really. Should we bring it on?
We'll get it. Do it now. Yeah, go on, mate.
We should get it out of the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. The absolute pleb of the Huddersfield chairman, I forget it's Kevin Nagel or whatever it is. He said that he's tried to negotiate the prices down for the tickets for the town fans to come to Leeds, but Leeds said no. Now, what I love about Twitter or X is now community notes, and the community notes said, if you look back in July, Leeds offered reciprocal pricing for all clubs in the EFL, right?
Yeah.
Now, Town have since done it with Watford, reciprocal pricing. But what I think's happened is Nagel is thinking, when they come to us, we can charge them full whack because I know it'll get packed out.
Yeah.
They'll sell out and he'll get a good bit of money from it. So I'm making a gesture off camera and it's directly to him and I don't want to show it.
Is he under your table?
If he was, can you bleep this stuff out?
Well, there'd be lots of room under there anyway, wouldn't there?
Yeah. Very direct. Very direct there.
What that just really annoyed me for the past couple of days because the tribalism's so thick and the people are thick as well who are supporting Nagel because they've not read anything. But that's my rant done. Sorry, boys. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I
You are allowed
feel
to
deflated now.
You're allowed to get that out there because it's been going on for a couple of days now. I think we mentioned it on Friday, didn't we, when it first went around, and then now it's like there's just arguments everywhere between both fan bases, and we know what's happened because it started on the first game of the season when Cardiff said, "Oh, these are a bit expensive," and then Parag's got out and said, "Nah, mate, we'll sort it out. You just charge us, we'll charge you." I'm laughing now.
Where's he from?
He's from
wherever is that?
It's from where you live. Sounds just like you.
Yeah,
No,
he's from Nuneaton. But yeah, so we've done that reciprocal pricing thing, and then obviously they haven't took advantage of it because they know that Leeds are going to take a shed load of fans down there, and it's just started like a bit of a mini war on Twitter, which I find absolutely amusing.
Probably drawn up a bit of publicity, and he probably done it for
Yeah,
that
of course he
reason
has.
as well.
He's a pillock, that bloke.
Silly Pillock. Silly
I've got-
Pillock.
Right, okay, so obviously because, again, there's not much Leeds gone, I guess what we're going to try and do really is we're going to do a bit of a season review, what we're up to so far. We've done a couple of these, but I'm guessing this is just like our Leeds House version and not another Leeds version. So yeah, what I want to do first before that is I want the people to get to know us a little bit better about our Leeds United pasts and presents. And I also want people to take part and put in the comments as well about some of these questions if they want to. I'm going to go to you first, Danny.
Yeah.
Which player stands out for you when you were a kid is like your first memory of Leeds? What player springs to mind when you think of Leeds as a kid that like made you fall in love with football and Leeds United?
I remember as a kid going to Ellen Road and seeing like Tony Yeboah. I remember one specific memory I can recollect is I remember Tony Yeboah on the bench and he were warming up, and I just remember the crowd going mad for him, because he was just doing his lunges and his squats or whatever he were doing. But the best memory for me as a kid was my favourite ever player is Mark Viduka, without a doubt, and the Arsenal game where he scored that chip, you know what I mean, to deny Arsenal that game. And it was Highbury, I think. Yeah, it was Highbury, wasn't it then?
Yeah.
And it was that Mark Viduka and Yeboah really for me, mate.
Oh, I was going to actually have the second question on that. Who was your favourite player growing up? So you just answered both of those for me, which is cool. Okay, James, same to you, mate. Just so everybody starts to get to know what us about as a little bit. We've been about now. We're starting to get obviously a lot of subscribers, a lot of people watching. Well, I guess I want to know a little bit more about us. James, same question to you. So which player do you remember first as being like that one that shone out, and then your favourite player growing up? Because I think I know who your favourite player was growing up, and I'm going to say it afterwards and see if there was a bit of a sour note on that one. But yeah, go for it, mate. Who's your two?
Well, while I was practicing my dance moves in that trench coat, tried to catch as many Leeds games as I could. I remember watching Leeds when they used to come down to Cov. My mum's mate used to take me to the Leeds and Cov matches when they used to come down. I don't think I've seen us win a game though. I think we drew 2 and lost 1, which was great. But growing up, I mean, the breakout season from when I really started, getting into Leeds was obviously the Yeboah season with them goals. Because I remember being in Ridd or something when Yeboah scored that goal from against Liverpool. I remember that. That was great. My best player, my favourite player. Yeah, at the time, because obviously he was amazing. But you mentioned him earlier, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, it was all the old Aussie turncoat shitbag.
Yeah.
Cool. But I mean that from that era, I mean I love them all. I love Bowyer, I love Smith, Woodgate. I loved all that sort of that team. The court, I love the court. I love them all. But yeah, mate, it's probably unfortunately grown because I reckon you sort of like draw yourself to like who you think you want to be like, and I was obviously a left-footed winger, so yeah, carry Kuehl. Sorry guys.
I think obviously we're all from the same age group, really, aren't we? And yeah, I think my first real memory of Leeds is I remember watching it was Monday Night Football, and I can't believe how I can remember it because I was really young. Monday Night Football, Leeds v Liverpool, and then obviously Big Tone just steps up to the mark and changed the world. Every goal that flies in from the top corner now, like and hits if it hits the crossbar and goes in, or a volley from outside the box, you say Yeboah, don't you? You know, it's like it's that iconic, and that's what stuck with me forever. So my first love in football must be Tony Yeboah, and my favourite player growing up, I had a couple really, Matt Viduka mainly, but James, you'll probably remember that I used to really like Alan Smith as well because he was the same sort of player like I was, just run around scrappy. He wasn't the most talented, but he had a lot of heart. I also liked Alan Smith too, so I'd say Viduka and Smith are my main two. So yeah, I guess we're all singing off the same hymn sheet when it comes to Yeboah. And Viduka and Kuehl, it's all from the same generation, really. So yeah. Okay, got next question for everybody. What was your favourite ever game for Leeds ever?
I've got one that always sticks with me, and it was.
Please don't be the same one as me, you little shitbag.
It was Derby back in the day,
1997. Yeah. Okay, can you name that
game?
Can you name the four scorers, and then I'll let you have this one, and I'll have to pick another game.
Yeah, I remember Hasselbank.
Yep.
Bowyer.
Yep.
Harry Kuehl.
Yep.
Oh, who scored the first one?
If you get there, so then you win, mate. That's amazing. 1997.
I do know it. I do know it. Oh, who scored the first one? Oh, Harry Kuehl scored the second one, didn't he?
He did.
I can't remember, mate. I can't think off the top of my head who scored that first goal. But I remember Bowyer scoring the one at the end.
Yeah.
To win the game for us, and that I can remember some lad at the front row as he ran over, and he was his head was going to fall off his neck. He was going. I was like,
Danny.
Oh, I'd love to be that. Yeah, it was Danny.
Okay, so the score of the first goal was Rodder's, mate. Rodney Wallace.
Rodney Wallace.
Yeah, Rod Wallace, mate. It was mad. That's my favourite ever game of all time. But now I'm going to have to pick another one. Viduka against Liverpool, maybe.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. That's who's going to pick him. I need to swallow.
I was, mate. Yeah. I was. Are we just stealing each other's games? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Who do I steal off now? But like the most prominent one for me, thinking about when I just think that golden era is probably when Viduka scored that last minute chip and against Arsenal I'm sure they denied them the league.
Yeah, I think we stopped to win the league.
Kept us up.
And kept us up, and we obviously relegated the following season. But I just remember the fan commentary. What's his name? He was on the Amazon documentary. Oh, he's onside. He's onside. Yes. Yes, he's done it. There is calls for offside for Viduka, but I don't care. He kept us up. I just remember watching it, and that's a core memory for me. And that's when I knew I was in love with Leeds United, and I was like, yeah, this ain't going away.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
remember Hasselbank did it as well, didn't he? He stopped Arsenal winning the title.
Yeah, he did, yeah. I remember.
The 98-99 season, and he scored that header at the end. Wow.
Is that when we had Man United win the treble? Was that the same season? Was it?
It's just short.
Yeah, it's just short. I'm going to get some abuse for that now in the comments, but yeah, fair play. Okay, I've got one more here, if that's all right. Well, actually, I've got two more. So, what's your worst memory of Leeds ever? Like the whole of that you can remember, like worst feeling you ever had to be a Leeds fan.
We say this all the time, don't we? We've got psychological trauma from Leeds United. right? There's that much. There's that much to pick from, but I'm going to go with a bit of recency, and I think it's the Derby semi-final defeat for me recently. I remember just being so like I've got a lot of town mates and Liverpool friends and stuff like that, all round here, and the amount of stick I got for losing to Derby was unreal. I just remember watching the game and then I had to go to work, and me and my mate, a fellow Leeds fan who watches, we were just so deflated. I remember being that gutted. I just couldn't believe it because it was Bielsa's first season.
Yeah.
And it was such a great season. I just to end it on such a flat note. I mean, it really, really hurt. Did that one? That's obviously the relegation back in the day. But I think that recently, I think that's the worst I've felt.
James.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shitty game, that was. But I don't know. After it, I thought like with having Bielsa still with us, I thought that we'd just go up next season. That was in my mind. I didn't like losing to Frank Lampard, to be honest with you. But worst memory. Well, going through the decline. Not really one game. It was just that you're in the Premier League and then you're in the Champions League semi-final, and it's like, oh no, a couple of years later you're in Championship, and then a couple of years later you're in League One and you're minus 15 points. It's just like, yeah. I think I remember one game when we were still in the Premier League where it really sunk in that we were dropping, and it was when we played Leicester at their ground. I was on holiday and we got smashed 4-0. I remember throwing a can at the TV, and it was that moment when I thought, oh no, we're not the same anymore. We're not the same young, sprucey team that's taken Real Madrid and Lazio to the cleaners. And it was, that was a sad time. Sad time, that game. Yeah. What about you, Kevin?
I remember when I think it was the year we got relegated, and remember when Arsenal went on that like 51 game unbeaten run. And then we went 1-0 up against them. I think Harry Kewell or Viduka scored that absolute boomer against them. Anybody remember that?
Is that from like by the byline?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
that was the Arsenal game. Yeah,
Arsenal game, and obviously, no. What about when we lost 3-2? Yeah, I think we went 1-0 up. I think it was Kewell that scored from outside the box, just like hit it sweet as you can. It flew into the bottom corner. And then we went and got absolutely smashed. That one there, because I thought we're going to take away this, like, Invincibles here, the Invincible team, and I thought we were going to beat it. But I think that's one of them. But the one that sticks out the most to me is how far that we had fallen was Doncaster playoff final was really bad. Because it's mad to think the players we've had to play for us now. And James Coppinger scored the winner against us, didn't he? And we had Casper Ankergrun in goal, and he got absolutely done like a kipper. Yeah, those were bad times. But then the year after, we lost to Millwall in the playoff semis as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
Bradley Johnson was just shooting from everywhere. Oh my God, do you remember it? It was just like levering the ball from everywhere. Oh my God.
Yeah. He did score that boomer against Arsenal. Remember that goal he scored against Arsenal in the cup?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to Google it, and it was Harry Kewell that scored in the 3-2 win away at Highbury. Yeah. He scored in the Harry Kewell scored in the 5th minute. Thierry Henry in the 31st. Ian Hart, the free kick at 46 or 48. Bergkamp to level it up, and then Mark Viduka.
Yeah, so that's that one. But I mean, we're the one where they were the Invincibles and they hammered us. I guess no one really remembers that. Someone will remember it. Someone will remember that. But yeah, so yeah, that's I guess we're just bringing back some sad times there. Bit depressing now we're on this podcast. Okay, so I've got one last question. One last question now for everybody is if who's your favourite player now? Obviously everyone knows who mine's gonna be. I don't even need to answer that, but like if you look at this team now, just for everything that they bring to it, who's your favourite player that we've got in there now?
Mine's Ruth.
Go Danny. Yeah, I know. I knew yours is gonna be Ruth, so that's gonna be the same as me. Yeah. Danny, who's yours, mate?
Do you know what? I've got a couple on that are like
I have as well.
Do you know what I mean? That are on the same level. I'm gonna have to say Pirro. I just, if it hadn't, it'd probably been Ampadu, but I just think Pirro because as a striker myself, I just appreciate a good striker, and he's a good striker for me. I just, like I say, like I've got Kamara. Router's obviously great. I won't pick him because James is about to.
Yeah.
But I just like, I really like Kamara. Kamara's up there for me. We've talked about it loads of times about Kamara. Cree, Router, Ampadu's next level, Rodon. It's just a team full of good players and great players. But if I had to single one out for me because I'm a striker, it'll have to be Pirro, especially after that goal against Bristol.
I like a nice comeback story myself as well, and I've got really, really high hopes for Willie Gnonto to go on and be my favourite player. It's obviously still remains to be seen if he's going to hit that ceiling that everyone knows that he can be. But
You need a ladder.
Yeah, I need a ladder as well. Yeah, but yeah, I've always had a soft spot for him, and a hard spot as well by the sounds of it. But yeah, he's good.
Just a shout. Sorry, mate. Just to jump in again. A shout out to Pascal Struijk as well.
Oh yeah,
he don't get enough credit, even though he's had the most carrying yards that week so far in 11 games. I think it's 2,000 yards or whatever it is, but he was leading it. And because defenders don't get enough credit, do they? Really? When you think of attacking teams. But sorry to put him.
I've got him down as my player of the year. I think he'll be. That's right.
He's up there, isn't he? He's in that top. He's in that three at the moment. I feel like Rutter, Ampadu, and Pascal Struijk could end up winning player of the year this year.
Yeah,
So,
Rutter's my favourite player. I think he's got so much ability here. We've all seen it. He can create goals out of nothing. I think he'll start scoring more goals when he gets a bit more confident in front of it. They'll struggle to keep hold of him. I think we will. If he gets to as good as I think he can, I think we'll struggle to keep hold of him. He just like I say, at times he just looks like he's on a different plane of existence to the players he's around.
He's on the trajectory to a big club, any Rutter.
I think
he's going to be like at one of them big clubs if he carries on the way he's going. Yeah, I mean, you're talking like your Bayern Munich's, your Barcelona's, Real Madrid's. I could see him if he keeps carrying on the way he's going. He could end up there.
He'll get a France call up soon. Well, not soon, but in the next couple of years, he'll definitely get in the France squad if he keeps playing. And like you say, he goes to Bayern Munich or something like that. Kev, his ceiling is really. I mean, he's only young as well. He's so raw. We're only seeing like the embers of this flaming career, if you will.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get one season in the Premiership.
Quite. I've been reading too much fantasy today, so.
Have you had any coffee? Sorry. You had any coffee, Dan?
No, just so everyone out there, if you did see the podcast, I do apologise. I am caffeine free as of 10 minutes ago.
He's good. If he gets in that French squad, then you'll know he's a player because I mean, if we always talk about this English squad, but I mean we've got great players, but I think on the squad level, I think the French are like probably they have more better players than what we do. The French. So if he gets in that squad, he has made it. He's done something good. He's just great, and he just laughs, doesn't he, as well? And that's what you want to see, people having a laugh, especially playing for a mad club like Leeds, where obviously you've said this before, the shirt is heavy, and he's just wearing it as if it's nothing at the moment, just dancing around, celebrating every goal. He understands the fans. It's just good.
Apart from when he's a yard out.
Oh yeah,
and that shirt becomes very, very heavy for him.
The sun was in his eyes. It's an exact spot where Bamford missed, if you remember. The floodlights were in his eyes or whatever. So, so
at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
But hey,
a bit of Bamford's quiff was still floating around in the air and it got him in the eye.
Yeah, the ghost of Bamford's quiff.
Okay, well, I've got. Do you know what? I'm going to whack another question in there as well. So
get right in.
Throughout the years of being a Leeds fan, which player do you think never reached the potential of what they could be?
Oh, I've got it
from Leeds.
Yeah, from Leeds. Does it have to be youth?
Really.
Yeah, does it have to be like a youth? It doesn't. No. Like it's played for Leeds.
A
Like,
Leeds
say,
player.
yeah, to say someone that we've either bought or someone who's a young lad that we've had and then didn't go on to get to that next level where you thought he was going to get to. I mean, there's a couple out there, but which one do you think that that never hit the heights where what he should have?
Steve Stone.
He was a youngster when
Scott
it
wasn't.
was as well. Scott was.
But segue, he's the worst player I've ever seen. Honestly, I remember watching him once, and he just let his man run every time. Just couldn't be asked.
You don't remember Felipe da Costa then, do you, mate? You don't remember Felipe da Costa.
He didn't. Scott Wood didn't hit any heights. He just hit a lot of his own teammates.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Right, so we'll go to you first on that one, Danny. Who was your one player that you think never hit the heights of what he could do?
The one player that comes straight to mind is Samuel Saiz. I think Bielsa could have, if he had the right mentality, Samu, he could have been great for us. I mean, he was a great player.
He was great for us.
Yeah, that's just a great player, great for us. His mind wanted it. He wanted to go, and then Bielsa went, right, okay, you can go. And this was November, and it's like, wow. But Samu Saiz had so much potential. I think about it more than I think about the Roman Empire. I just think Bielsa could have just made something magical out of him. You know, and then look at him now, his career's just slowly gone down. He's moving from club to club. He's having a bad time, bad attitude. And I just think if he'd have just applied himself to Bielsa's things, his attitude, and he could, mate, the ceiling was up here for him. I mean, that's just me personally. Other people, you know, they might have a different perspective, but for me,
I'd like people to put that in the comments who they think it is after, obviously, because this isn't going out live. This is probably going to be going out Monday morning. So anybody who wants to put their comments up, I've had questions about who they think that didn't hit the potential, what they could have been, or had a bad attitude, and maybe that's obviously let them down. So yeah, Saiz was great. I really like watching him play football, but then he would spit at people and he'd do some absolute daft stuff. He was great on the ball, and I agree with you, Danny. Marcelo Bielsa turned him into an absolute not world class midfielder. We could have upped his game like he did with players like Click and Dallas, turned them into way better players. Saiz just didn't have the right mentality for a Bielsa team, which was a shame. And then he's gone downhill from there, and it's a shame because when he first come off, he was an absolute baller. He was brilliant. He was just so enjoyable to watch. The way we just weaving around between players, played great passes. He was great, and yeah, it's just a shame.
It's just his pal Lama. That's why he's spitting all the time, I bet.
Yeah, it's probably.
Shame.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Who's yours, mate?
Yeah,
there's loads of, being honest with you, there's lots of them out there. But yeah, who do you think that didn't make it out of the lads that we had over the years? And that? James, we've lost you.
He's just on his mic out.
Hello?
Ekiban.
There you go. Yes, go on, Jimmy. Sorry. Sorry, Danny was just mentioning Ekuban. What did you think? Think he was going to be good?
Hello, I'm ready for your love. Do you remember the signing video?
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm ready for your love. Sorry, I'm just going to try.
Go for it, then, James. You go for it, mate. Just let us know what's the one that sticks out.
There's a few there's been over the years that have come and not really been as good as we thought they'd be. But then there's some that have went on to be amazing players. Like there's obviously the big French dude from back in the 90s that went on to the Manchester United and did really well.
But no, that's not the question I'm saying. It's not like that. It's the ones that didn't go to the heights they should have went to.
Oh, so yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can't really think of anybody that off the top of my head that we thought was going to be good that just didn't do good anywhere. There's a lot of players that I think didn't get enough game time here and probably could have done really well for us, like players like Robbie Keane and Darren Huckabee.
Robbie Fowler.
I thought Robbie Fowler did quite well for us in the game time.
He just didn't play him, did he? He liked Smith and Viduka.
Huckabee, but I'll pick Huckabee because when he come, I thought we'd turn him into because he was killing it at Coventry, weren't he? He was absolutely tearing it up, and then he come to us, and I thought, he's going to score goals and goals and goals, but we just realised he couldn't kick a ball very good. Could run
Yeah,
very
he just-
fast, but
Yeah, just put his head down, didn't he? It's just crazy. Like I mentioned this before, he reminds me of that Coventry striker that Coventry had last year, except that everyone could shoot. Just gets his head down and runs. Yeah, Huckabee was a mad one because I think I can remember him scoring against was it Wimbledon. I think that's the only one that sticks out in my mind. Really, is one of his goals, and he came with a big reputation. I think he was like on the fringes of the England squad. He came down from Newcastle to Coventry, and no one had ever heard of him. And then he just scored a hat trick past Man United, nothing, didn't he? He was like mental.
Yeah.
And then we were just splashing the cash then, just buying everyone. And yeah, we went after Huckabee. We had like 5 strikers, and he only played Smith and Viduka, and then Huckabee was just a bit of a wild card that used to. It's just strange, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You could be here all night, couldn't you? Really, because with the amount of
Yeah.
wasted.
Yeah.
Bothwell Jackson, what a player he was. I mean,
Oh,
we weren't good
Jerome
enough for him.
Thomas.
We weren't good enough for him.
I think I played against him yesterday. I don't, that's his level now.
I think on mine, because with barring injuries and that, I think he would have went on to be like an absolute monster. But he played for Real Madrid and Newcastle as well. So I mean, I can't give it like Jonathan Woodgate because he if he never got injured, yeah, he was just a beast, weren't he, James? What do you think about Jonathan Woodgate? He had a lot of injuries, didn't he?
Yeah, I think injuries massively affected his career. I thought he could have played at the top for a very long time if he didn't get his injuries.
Yeah.
Really good, really good. He weren't the quickest, but he could read the game really well positionally.
What do we call him? What was our nickname for Jonathan Woodgate when we were growing up? Was it Ghost or something we called him? Because he kept having mad big bags under his eyes all the time, didn't he? as if he's been on the set, that's what me and James used to call it. But yeah, he went to Real Madrid, didn't he? And on his debut, he scored like 2 own goals or something like that.
He got sent off, didn't he?
Yeah, he had an own goal and got sent off, something like that. It was crazy, but yeah, he was one player that, again, there's loads. I mean, Fabian Delph as well, if he never got injuries, could have been. I mean, he was being picked all the time for England. Man City was playing left back. He could have went in, but he got injured a lot. But I do think, Jonathan Woodgate's the one that sticks out the most. That a lot. I didn't remember we had Scott Carson, and he went on to play for England. He was Liverpool's #1 goalkeeper for years.
He's still playing.
Do you remember that?
Is he at Man City now? Is he?
Yeah.
It's
that year we had Nigel Martin, Paul Robinson, and Scott Carson as our 3 goalkeepers.
we just there were a period of time where we just seemed to pluck great goalkeepers out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I remember Carson, and I thought, oh, he's good, and then we ended up getting rid of him. I think like Nigel Martin was great. I remember watching the game once.
Mine's my favourite goalkeeper of Leeds, I'd probably say, of all time, because he went through like a few generations of us, didn't he? Like, he played with a lot of different sets of players, and he was just great. And it's just mental because I can't think of any footballers from Cornwall except Nigel Martin. He's just brilliant. I loved him. He was amazing.
Mine's Felix Vivaldi. He's great.
Oh yeah, the ball-playing goalkeeper.
The hologram.
I said he lost his powers when he got the hat off at that Barnsley match. He was quite good up until then, and then he got the hat, and then he just went pap.
Yeah.
Remember Nigel Martin when he first come and he had that slick back hair. He looked like he'd just come out of a working's men's club and just finished his snooker.
Honestly, he looked like Jean-Claude Van Damme in Time Cop, didn't he? Like that. Yeah. Double impact. That's what he looked like. Yeah.
Double impact. That's it. Yeah.
Double impact. Yeah.
Remember trying to.
What a
What?
film.
Carry on, James. What were you saying?
I remember when we played that Liverpool game and he was trying to chase Steve McManaman back. He come really far out of this area.
Yeah.
He was trying to chase him back. I was like, yeah, you ain't catched him, no. You just might as well sit down, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, Nigel Martin.
Was Robinson his number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember it when like Martin, Robinson, and then Carson came out of nowhere, and then my brain just skips to Lonergan.
It's also mad to think that no one really remembers, but Danny Rose and Aaron Lennon were Leeds players as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
He come for a little bit.
It's crazy when you look back, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
We had Connor Wickham, Jack Butland. We've had all of those. Remember, like, all these little wonder kids that were going to come through. We had all of them. I'd still say Ben White's my favourite loan signing of all time. Apart from Rocket Jr., he was the best.
I think Ben White will go down as probably one of the best loans we've had, apart from Adrian. I think Adrian.
Oh, Adrian.
Sorry, I'm doing it on purpose now. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think Rob Hulse, because he first came on loan and we bought him, or did we buy him, James?
I think he come on loan, and then we bought him in January or something like that.
And then he went shit. Then he went shit after that, didn't he?
Yeah.
When he come on loan, he was amazing. What was his debut against Reading, Rob Hulse?
Yeah, he scored 2, didn't he?
Scored 2, yeah. What a player.
Yeah.
How am I remembering all this shit when it's all just coming back to me? This episode, by the way, everyone, was meant to be about our season so far. We've just digressed into all
we haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so I think we might just have to change that and do a season so far maybe next week or something like that, because we've been talking for 35 minutes about old Leeds stuff. So what should we call this one? Reminiscence or something like that? What do you think?
Getting to know me, getting to know you.
Yeah, I thought that's a good one. I like that. We can have that, James. Write that down for me, mate. That's pretty good. We'll have that. So, okay, well, I guess we might as well crack on talking about old Leeds then. What other questions would you reckon we could let everybody know that we remember about Leeds then, James? And you, Danny, what other good stuff sticks out to your memory? Who remembers the League Cup final when we got beat 3-0 by Aston Villa?
Remember them being 3 amazing goals in that as well.
I remember it was Dwight York, weren't it? Dwight York, Savo Milosevic, and Ian Taylor.
How are you remembering all this?
I don't know. And also, I don't know.
Have you two just turned into like Leeds United rain men?
No. Stuff like that just sticks out sometimes. I remember
the Coca-Cola Cup.
Yeah, I remember. Do you remember when I think it was Ian Taylor volley? He was from outside the box. I remember David Weatherall not trying to stop him with his feet on the floor. He got down and he tried to dive and enter away from the bottom corner. It was just such a strange, because I thought we were going to absolutely smash him then as well.
Weatherall looked like a geography teacher, didn't he?
He did, didn't he? Could you think? Remember, who was playing centre back that day? David Weatherall and maybe Radaby.
Maybe, I don't know, mate. Like trying to pick a line on that.
Yeah,
I've got a question for you both.
Okay,
go on, Daniel.
What would be? It's coming so fast. What would be your all-time Leeds United 11?
It'll take me ages.
You need to give me a week to write this down, mate.
Yeah, I could probably give you a couple of them right now.
5 aside.
Yeah, can I go 5 aside then, just from favourites?
Let's go 5 aside. You're in a tournament.
Rakub Kar in goal.
Like Mortal Kombat, but football. That Nike advert. It's that Nike advert with Eric Cantona. You know, the Mundial thing, whatever it is. You know, where he does the scorpion. Anyway, I digress.
So do you have to pick a defender, a midfielder, and a striker as well?
Whatever formation you want, mate. Well, defender, 2 midfielders, a keeper, and a striker.
All right, cool. Okay, so this is I'm going to go first on this one, James. So it gives you some time to think about it. Same with you, Dan. In goal, Nigel Martin, of course. One defender, just from favourites over the years. I'm going to have to go with Ian Hart, man. I was just watching him play football. He ain't got a right foot. Alan Hansen said he didn't have a right foot, and then he slaps one in the top corner. I remember that. And Alan Hansen had to eat humble pie on Match of the Day. Do you remember that, James?
At one of his shin pads that he'd signed from Ball Boys.
From Ball Boys shoes. So yeah, I'm going to go Ian Hart from all-time midfielders. I've got to go with Raf in there. I have to go with Raf just because recency bias. Raf, Olivier Dacour, and then Matt Viduka. I've got to go Matt Viduka. So it's Viduka, Rafinha, Olivier Dacour, Ian Hart, and Nigel Martin. That would be some 5-a-side team, I think. I'm going to go with that. James, that's really, really good.
You can't pick what Kev's just picked, the players that so you've got to make.
Oh, okay, I'll just pick some different players. So, Rakupka in goal. What's that chap that's played for us when Venables was in charge? The bold dude at the back.
Suleiman Kamara.
No, boy. He scored. I think he scored in the League Cup against Chelsea. Oh, what was his name? Come on, I think he was Swedish, maybe.
I want to say Farinen, but that's not Farinen, is it?
I forgot his name.
Teddy Lucic.
Teddy Lucic.
Yes, man, that's crazy. I can remember that shit. He's
my centre back.
It's mental.
See what I mean? But it's like a therapy session. This we're just uncovering memories. They're all coming
Yeah.
back.
So
The
James
drama.
So James got Rakubka and Teddy Lucic.
Yeah. So 2 midfielders. Let's go. Jacob Burns. Got to go Jacob Burns.
Oh, you can't not have Jacob Burns. Why didn't I pick him?
Jacob Burns in there.
Yeah.
Another midfielder. Another midfielder. You're gonna go. So let's go. Gregan or not? Gregan was such a
He was fast.
sterling player.
He was fast.
Yeah, he was. Get up and down the pitch everywhere. He could cover all of the ground. Not by running, just lying down. Gregan. And a forward. Ricketts. Gotta be.
Ricketts all day. What a player. I hope Danny's going to go serious on this, please, because I need him to
Do you know what?
rival my team. Yeah, rival my team. That would be nice. Because James' team will win everything. Yeah.
I'm going to pick the worst 5 I could think of.
No, you can't now.
No, but
James has done it.
Right, I can now. So probably in goal, I would. It's quite difficult, actually. Isn't it?
It's very difficult.
It is.
mate,
Right,
you know.
I'll come back to keeper, and I'd go Vinnie Jones at the back, just for no nonsense, and then in the midfield I would have Strachan, speed, up top. I'd have. Did you said Viduka, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
So you've got to go for Robert Muller now.
Sniffer,
Sniffer.
yeah, Clark. Keeper, I would. It'd be too easy to say Alan Smith. Do you know what I mean? A keeper, I'll go Scott Carson. I just so when he messes up, Vinny can just beat him up.
That's fine. We'll have that, yeah.
That's totally left field for me.
Who's your manager?
Jesse Marsh.
Oh, Jesse Marsh. Can I pick my manager?
How could I?
Because I picked a proper team, I'm going to go for Marcelo Bielsa. God's sake, you pair idiots, man. I'm going to go Marcelo, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we can all pick Marcelo if you want for that team. To be fair,
Yeah.
Marcelo would turn Jimmy's team into a good team. That's what he'd do, you know what I mean?
Teddy Lukic, top scorer, mate.
They'd win the tournament.
We would.
Yeah,
To be fair, like to do a good team, I'd have to sit down and really
I think I would go the same. I'd have to go through it a lot. I mean, I'd still pick some of those I've got in mind in that team, though. I mean, Ian Hart's probably one of the best left backs we've ever had.
Yeah.
We're very good at defending.
Definitely getting that. Free
He
kicks,
weren't,
look.
was he?
No.
Free kick,
Yeah,
was
look.
exquisite, mate. Exquisite free kick taker.
Yeah, like you say, there's so many players that we can all have in there. But I know we just had a laugh at that, but we'd all pick the same players probably, won't we?
I'd like to see all the Watchers 5-side teams as well. If they've made it this far, that would be pretty good.
Yeah.
So if anybody could give
Not
us
scared
that,
them off.
well, I hope not. 'Cause my team was good. Should we finish up there then, guys? What do you think after that? I'm gonna have to change the name of the title on the thing though, because it was a season review. But yeah, I think we're gonna go with Jimmy's title. What was it? Knowing me, knowing. Never mind. I'll get off you in a minute.
Getting to know me.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Yeah, let's finish up there then. We're coming back on Thursday, Friday, something around that this week.
We're definitely coming back Friday. I'm not going to say anything about Thursday.
Yeah, the Leeds House Thursdays have been a bit erratic recently, so obviously we've got this every Sunday now. So thank you for watching. Definitely back Friday with Not Another Leeds podcast, and yeah, I guess we're back next Sunday as well. Hopefully, we could probably do something Thursday and Friday for everybody, because obviously we've got Norwich next week and it's going to be a big game. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Big game. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Cheers. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.